Hello budget people and welcome to my channel. My name is She's on a Budget and today we are back for another video. In this video I'll be doing my third cash stuffing for the month of February. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in watching, stay tuned. Okay guys, so welcome back to the channel. I do hope you are all well. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking on yet another video. And if you're new to the channel, my name is She's on a Budget and over my channel I discuss all things budgeting related. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in watching, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and a notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my future videos. But guys, we are back for another cash envelope stuffing. It is week 3 of February already. I'm really happy to see that we are starting to get a little bit more sunshine. I don't know how it is where you are, but it has been a little bit brighter over the last few days. So I'm really happy about that. It makes me feel like summer is coming and I cannot believe it, to be honest. Forget about summer. I can't believe that we are nearly in March. Like, how is this year already running away with us? But anyway, without further ado, let's get into this week's video. Okay, so first on the menu, as always, is for us to write our budget. Now, this is another tight week, I'd say. Not tight as last week, but it is another low income week for me. So because of that, I am sticking to the rules that I laid out last week. So I am going to make sure that, you know, non-essential envelopes are not going to be stuffed with as much money as I usually do. And I will have to reduce the amounts that I'll put towards like savings, but it isn't that restrictive that I can't stuff every single envelope. So starting with our fixed expenses, we have got groceries. Groceries as usual is going to get £70. Household won't be stuffed until next week because we have stuffed our budget for the month already at the beginning of the month for household. Fuel is going to get 20, electric is going to get 40, and so is gas. I will add in how much I'm putting to tithe at the end of the video. Spending money is going to get 25. Hair and beauty is going to get 50 and gifts and celebrations is going to get 10. So those are my fixed expenses. I don't have any direct debits coming out this week, so I'm just going to do a little total. And that comes to £255. Next, we have our variable expenses, and variable expenses, I'm putting £5 in each of my children's envelopes, so Nevaeh, Tyrus and Jada. My clothes envelope, I'm going to add £50 in here, guys. I was really hesitant about this, and I'll tell you about it when we go into our stuffing, but I was hesitant to put any money into here this week. But because I had to take the money out that I put in there last week, technically in my mind, I'm thinking that I'm only putting £25 in, really. So that's why we're putting £50 into clothes. We do have some money in there though. But yeah, as I said, I'll explain when I go into stuffing. Back to school is going to get £10, part of the challenge. Penny challenge is going to get 20. I'm sure that it is less that I need to put in there, but I want to still keep rounding it up until we get down into single figures. And then we've got car e-fund, which is getting 10. Home e-fund is getting 50 and car insurance is getting 15. In total, we are putting £170 into our variable expenses. Last box we have is savings, and I'm putting £50 to emergency. So my cash emergency fund is going to get 50, Japan is going to get 150, and house deposit is going to get 75. I will explain when I go into stuff in these envelopes, but in total we're looking at 275 going to our savings. So let's come down to our breakdown. Income, as always, I put it in off camera. My fixed expenses are getting 255. Variable are getting 170. And my savings are getting 275. I can't write properly. We don't have any investments or debt payments. And I'll fill in these 2 boxes off camera. But yeah, that is our budget for this week. Starting with my mini cash envelope binder and my weekly envelopes. First envelope I have is household. As you can see, it's totally empty, guys. We have used the money from our household envelope. This won't get stuffed until the beginning of next month, but we are all good for non-food items. So soap powder, dish soap, all of that stuff has been bought. So this envelope is done. Electric is next. Electric is going to get £40. So I'm going to take two 20s out and I'm going to put these two in this envelope. Like that. So that's done. Gas is next. Gas is also going to get £40, sorry. And that is going to go in here like that. Diesel is next. Diesel is going to get £20. So I'm going to take 120, fold it over and put that in here. And that is done. Groceries is next. Groceries is going to get 70. I'm going to take 3 20s and a 10. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70 pounds for food. And that can go like that. And then we have spending money. Spending money, how much to say? I said 25, didn't I? I think I'm going to put 30, guys. I know it isn't what I've put down. I will change it in a sec, but yeah, I'm going to put £30 in there instead of the 25. I want to try and save my fivers, so I'm going to put a little bit more into spending. And I have changed it over here. So that's done. Hair and beauty is totally empty as well. This is empty because, as you can see, I've got my nails done. I have actually taken off the acrylics, guys. I don't know if you know this, but I have had gel builder and acrylic nails on for the last, maybe 2 years. I'm not even sure. I'd have to look back on videos. But what I've done is I've taken off the acrylic tips. These are now my natural nails. Sorry for any guys who are not interested in this type of stuff watching, but I have put on gel builder on top, so it's just a nude color. And I did this for 2 reasons. One, because I'm trying to go natural. I'm trying to just rebuild my own natural nails. And 2, because when I'm filming, if I have not gone for like an infill for a while, you can see, if I've got a colour, you can blatantly see that my nails have like grown out. Whereas with this nude colour, it won't be as obvious when I'm filming. So yeah, that's why. But this is going to be kind of like my new colour for now. Trust me, you will be the first to know if that changes, by the way. But yeah, this is going to be like my new setup with my nails. And I'm really proud that they're actually this long. Probably not going to make them any longer than this, to be fair. They're long enough at this length for natural nails. I think natural nails can look a bit scary if they're too long. So yeah, these are long enough for me. Anyway, I digress. Sorry, back to hair and beauty. I am going to be putting £50 in this week just to get it started again for next month of things I need to do with this envelope. So that's done in there. And then gifts and celebrations is also empty. I did have to take some money out of this envelope last week, and I'm going to put £10 back in now to get it restarted again, because I am in the process of buying some gifts. But yeah, that is all done for this binder. Okay, next we have my essentials binder, and it's going to be a little bit of a weird one in here as well, because I'm going to be doing 2 things. I'm going to be adding the last bit of money into Jada's envelope, but I am going to be taking that money straight out, guys, because it is her birthday this week. So we are restarting, or doing a little bit of a restart with that envelope next week. So Nevaeh is first. Nevaeh is going to be getting £5. And you now have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95 in here, which is actually crazy, guys. When you think about it, I started or restarted Nevaeh's envelope in November, and we've already got nearly £100 for her birthday at the end of the year. So I really love these birthday envelopes for my children. Reduce the stress so much, guys, I can tell you. Okay, £5 going into Tyrese's. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 15. So he's got £215 in his envelope, and his birthday is in April. So that's coming up soon. And then Jada's is next. I'm going to take out the money that we have in here. I won't be putting it back. We have £5 going in, and this birthday fund is now complete. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 55. So £255. To be fair, guys, I do budget £250 each year. It just depends on how many weeks and how consistent I am throughout the year as to how close or how much over I have for them. So 250 is kind of like my baseline that I hope to save for each child. This is all done for her, and that goes in here. The Jada's envelope will restart next week for next year. A closed envelope is last but no means least, and I'm going to be adding £50 this week. And as I said, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this week, guys, but because I didn't stuff any money, or I had to take out the money that I stuffed into this envelope last week to put into one of my other envelopes, I decided to go for it and put my regular amount. So technically I've only put £25 each week over the last 2 weeks. So in total, we now have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50. So we've got £150 in here. And you might think, oh, you didn't really need to do that. You had £100 in here. That's enough. But I am looking to purchase a few bits for myself. I haven't bought any clothes for myself for quite a while now. I do want to buy a few bits. So I'm trying to save up a bit more money in here so that I can do that. And yeah, so that's all done. Next, we have my emergency funds. So starting with my car e-fund, as you can see, it's totally empty again, guys. So if you've been following me on TikTok, you will know that I've been having some major car troubles. You know about the blowout that I had, and yes, I had to get a new tyre, I think probably like a couple of weeks ago, but clearly February has it in for me in terms of the car. And I went to get it looked at because I've been having these car issues. It's starting when it wants to start, not starting when it doesn't want to start. And it turns out, guys, that I needed a new battery, which I have now gone and got. What I didn't know though, guys, was that if you have the start-stop ability in your car, your battery is a lot more expensive. So because of that, I had to clean out this envelope, not that there was a lot in there anyway, and I also had to take out the money that was in my cash e-fund, which I'd been saving up for the month. So yes, we are starting again with this envelope, again. So I am going to be putting in £10. I know it isn't a lot, but I don't foresee any other issues coming with the car, he says. So yeah, we're starting again with our car e-fund. Our home e-fund, though, on a brighter note, is doing really well, guys. I'm adding in £50 to this envelope. I haven't had a I haven't had a home e-fund before, so I'm really happy about the fact that I'm able to put some money towards this category. So we've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 230, 240 in here. It would have been 250, but I took a tenner out the other week. So we've got £240 in here. Not that I need to buy anything, but just as I wasn't thinking that I needed to get my car fixed, it's good to have some money in here in case I need to purchase something for the home. So I'm really happy about that. Car insurance is next. My car insurance is going to get £15, and this is my car insurance for for next year. I nearly took it from Jada's money. Is that from here? Oh, that's going in there. I nearly took it from Jada's money. Let me move this away, guys. So £15. I don't have the 5, so I'm going to put that there. Wow, I nearly got confused. This is classic theme, isn't it? So we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we've got £170 in here. As I said, this is for next year's car insurance renewal fee. And yep, that's all done. Cash e-fund, as I said, is bare bones now. I'm not mad though, because we did put a lot of cash into the bank last month because we had such a good month. But this month, you know, it may not be as much, guys, but I'm still going to put something. So I'm going to put £50 back in here, and that can go towards savings. You know, I might be able to do another 50 next week, and then at least I'll have put something substantial into the bank this month in terms of my emergency fund. So yeah, that is all done. The last binder we have is my savings challenges. Sorry guys, I keep saying that. Back to school first of all. I don't know if you've realised it's rhyming, but I'm not doing it on purpose, guys. Okay, so the next square we have is another 10, and I'm only putting £10 in here, and that is going to be added to the money that we have already. So £10 goes in here, and we now have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 and £10 in here. To be fair, this is turning into like Nevaeh's envelope, as in whatever Nevaeh needs is going to come from this envelope. So far, so good. I mean, we're just finishing half term and she hasn't needed to have anything bought for her. No new shirts or tights or socks or anything like that for school. So yeah, I'm hoping to get this nice and fat by the time we get to the end of summer, because that is usually when I do a big, massive like haul for her for school. So in terms of like maybe a new coat or new, I don't know, shoes or what have you. So keep chugging away, guys, to this challenge and hopefully get a lot closer to that £450 mark by the end of August. But yeah, that is all done. Read more books. I'm just going to move past this because you know I haven't read any books, guys. It's so bad. I know the tenner is still in there, but we haven't done anything, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm making a really concerted effort towards it either. So we're just going to leave that one for now. We'll come back to it at some point. Okay, penny challenge is next. Penny challenge, I'm going to cross off the next 7 boxes. I'm going to put £20 into this envelope, but as I said, I don't think I need to put as much, but I'm just going to round it up for now to 20. In total, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 3, 10, 20. So we have £320 in here now, guys. And I can't really believe how quickly this one has taken me to do. I think it's nicer. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I really do feel like it's nicer going from the bottom to the top rather than the top to the bottom. But I don't know, maybe a little bit more encouraging, should I say, rather than nicer. But yeah, I really do like the fact that we are hitting some big numbers already, and it's only been, what, 2 months? So 2 or 3 months. I think I started at the end of the year, actually. So 2 or 3 months, and we're already hitting big numbers. So I'm really, really happy about the penny challenge. But yeah, that is all done. Okay, next up we have house deposit, and we are budgeting £75 for our house deposit this week. I am going to therefore cross off box number 78 because that is literally the amount that I'm going to be putting in this week, guys. So I'm going to be taking, let me get the card out first. So I've got 78 there. I'm going to do 20, 40, 60, 75. Yeah, so I'm going to do 75, sorry, not 78. I'm going to do 75 inside of the envelope. Actually, let me turn it over. Should I do a 50, guys? Let me do a 50. Sorry, I don't like having all these notes in there because it's just going to start busting out. Okay, let's do 50, and that's 50, 60, 75, yeah? Okay, let's do 75 in here, and that can go inside of here like that. And I'm going to add this back here. And then I'm going to get £3 out of here. Which is in a bunch of change, guys, but it's definitely there. We have got £3 in here. Now I'm gonna add it to the jar. So I'm not gonna bother to put it into the slot. So this is £3. I did a check and that can go in here. And that is our 78. I still have all this change in here. To be fair, guys, I didn't actually empty the change out of that jar when I did my first unstuffing. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see exactly how many coins we have in there. But yeah, this is all done. The last challenge we have is Japan, and I'm going to grab my tracker and I'm crossing off the last box in this row. We're only doing one this week, which is £150. So let me grab my envelope from the jar. And I'm going to be adding the money we have left here. This is Jada's money, so I'm not touching that. We've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I did think I would have some money left over, but we'll come to that in a second. So this is £150 going into this envelope. And that is all done. I'm going to grab this envelope and put it at the back where the other stuffed envelopes are. Tracker's gonna go in. And I'm just gonna move this to one side because, as I said, I did realize that I would maybe have a little bit of cash left over. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we've got £70, guys. I thought it would be 75, but I just remembered I put an extra fiver in spending. So we've got £70. I'm going to add a bit more money into some of my envelopes. I'm gonna add a bit more money into my weekly envelopes, guys. I'm gonna add £50 into gifts and celebrations. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And I'm going to add it to the 10 we have here. So that's now 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, £60 in gifts and celebrations. And that can go in here. And I'm also going to add that last, not into hair and beauty, sorry, into spending. I'm going to add that last £20 into my spending money. So now we have got 20, 30, 40, £50 in here. And yeah, that can go like that. But yeah, that is all done. Okay guys, so that is all for now. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please not forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and a notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my future videos. And I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye guys.